Welcome to this explainer. Right now, we're going to lay out the exact blueprint for building an in-demand, highly lucrative data analytics skill set from the ground up. And honestly, the best part? We're going to map out how to do the whole thing without spending a single dime. So, let's just dive right in.
You know, there's a really stark contrast between two approaches to learning today. On one side, you have the paper trap. That's when you're simply collecting certificates and letting them pile up on your hard drive. But listen, that just isn't enough to get hired anymore. The real secret? It's taking the knowledge from these free courses and actually applying it to build a structured, professional portfolio of real-world projects. We aren't here to just pass multiple-choice tests, right? We are here to build.
So here's our construction plan for today. 1. The blueprint for data mastery. 2. Everyday analysis with Excel. 3. Database management with SQL. 4. Automating data with Python. 5. Visualizing stories in PowerBI. And finally, 6. Building your professional portfolio.
Section 1. Blueprint for Data Mastery. Let's start by laying the absolute foundation of our data house.
Our starting point is the Google Data Analytics Certificate, which is hosted over on Coursera. Look, this is widely considered the gold standard if you're an absolute beginner. And hey, while you might see a price tag on the platform, you can actually access this entirely for free by applying for their financial aid option. It's incredibly accessible for learners all over the world.
Now, the crucial thing here is understanding exactly what this foundational certificate actually gives you. It's tailor-made for data analyst beginners. You see, you're not just learning software. The core skill you're developing is how to interpret data to make actual, real-world business decisions. It introduces you to the holy trinity of early data work: Excel, SQL, and Tableau, with a massive focus on data cleaning. Because let's face it, out there in the real world, data is incredibly messy. This course teaches you exactly how to tidy it up.
Let's talk about how this builds your career with what I like to call the portfolio pivot. Step 1 is simple, just finish the modules. But step 2, that is where the magic happens. You need to go find a raw, messy public data set online and clean it yourself using the skills you just learned. Step 3, publish those findings on a platform like GitHub or maybe a personal blog. And boom, congratulations, you've just built the foundation of your professional portfolio.
Section 2. Everyday analysis with Excel. We're moving up the stack to the structural framework used in almost every single business environment on the planet. For this one, you want to head directly to the source. The Microsoft Excel certification via Microsoft Learn is the absolute industry standard. It proves you know how to operate the most widely used data tool in the corporate world.
Now, who is this for? Honestly, it's best for almost every job in the modern market. Whether you're in marketing, finance, HR, or dedicated analytics, everyday data analysis is just a core requirement now. This certification forces you to master advanced formulas and, of course, the undisputed king of Excel features, pivot tables. Mastering these techniques allows you to output dynamic business dashboards that managers absolutely love.
Just imagine being able to take a massive, totally intimidating spreadsheet of 1,000,000 rows and distill it down into a clean, everyday dashboard, like a simple donut chart. You can instantly show leadership that, hey, product A is driving 45% of revenue, while product C is lagging way behind at 20%. That is the true power of mastering Excel. You're taking complex things and making them simple and, more importantly, actionable.
Section 3. Database management with SQL. Now it's time to wire the house by learning how to extract raw information directly from the source databases.
To really prove your chops here, you want the SQL certificate via HackerRank. Now, HackerRank is highly respected by tech recruiters, and for good reason. It doesn't just test your theory, it tests your actual, hands-on ability to write functional code.
Earning this certificate marks a major transition in your skill set. It's perfect for dedicated data analytics and business analyst roles. The core skill? Querying and managing databases. You see, you are no longer sitting around waiting for someone to hand you a cleaned-up Excel file. No, you're writing queries, utilizing joins, and filtering massive servers to extract and organize the exact data you need yourself. It makes you entirely self-sufficient.
So, how do we actually apply this? Well, first, you master those basic queries, your select and where clauses. Then, you practice the absolutely crucial skill of joining multiple tables together, because that's how real business databases are actually structured. Finally, for your portfolio, please don't just post a certificate. Write a custom script that extracts hidden insights from a complex multi-table database and clearly document your process. Show them you can find that needle in the haystack. Section 4. Automating data with Python. We've built the foundation. We've wired the house. Now let's bring in the heavy machinery, where we automate tasks and predict future trends.
For this, we are turning to the Python certificate via Free Code Camp. It is an absolutely phenomenal, entirely free platform that's going to take you from writing your very first line of code to grasping serious Python fundamentals without any financial barrier whatsoever.
Python is a massive career upgrade. It's best for data analytics, automation roles, and pretty much all high-level tech jobs. The core skill you're adding to your stack right here is automation. I mean, why spend 5 hours cleaning data manually in Excel when a Python script can do it for you in 5 seconds? You'll learn data handling techniques using libraries like pandas, and eventually, this sets the stage for some really advanced applications, like building predictive models.
This represents the kind of forward-looking analysis you can achieve with Python. Instead of just looking in the rearview mirror and reporting on what happened yesterday, you can start building models that forecast what's going to happen tomorrow. Automating your analysis and generating predictive models in Python will make your portfolio stand out immensely, especially to those top-tier tech employers who heavily value efficiency and foresight.
Section 5. Visualizing stories in Power BI. Finally, we arrive at the last technical layer of our explainer today. This is where we paint the house. We're heading right back to Microsoft Learn to earn the Power BI certificate. Microsoft's Power BI has rapidly become the absolute ultimate presentation and visualization tool for data analysts worldwide. If your goal is to secure a specialized data visualization job, this is completely non-negotiable. The core skill here isn't just making pretty charts. It's turning dense, complicated data into highly interactive visualizations. Your output will be automated business dashboards, where executives can literally click, filter, and explore the data themselves. Ultimately, your goal here is data storytelling. You're taking all that deep, technical work you did in SQL and Python and translating it into a language that business leaders can actually understand and use to make real decisions.
Section 6. Building your professional portfolio. Okay, we have looked at all the individual tools. Let's zoom out for a second and see how this entire blueprint comes together. Here is your master plan. By combining these 5 free certificates, you aren't just learning isolated skills, you're building a complete, stacked, end-to-end data workflow. You've got Coursera for foundational data literacy, Microsoft Learn for your everyday Excel dashboards, HackerRank to prove your SQL database querying, Free Code Camp for Python automation, and back to Microsoft for Power BI interactive storytelling. If you complete a comprehensive portfolio project that utilizes all 5 of these steps, from extracting data with SQL to cleaning it with Python to visualizing it in Power BI, you become virtually irresistible to hiring managers.
We've stripped away the excuses, and we've removed the financial barriers. You now have the exact blueprint to transform yourself into a highly skilled, job-ready data analyst. The tools are literally sitting right there, waiting for you to pick them up. So the only question left for you to answer today is this. Stop collecting certificates. What will you actually build first?